right, Coach. Thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
5 wide. X3, 218, chop it. Half.
They'll run on first down. Turner fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 3rd and long, it's Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check. Press down. Big dance. Rock it.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch out. Jump. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey.
They run with Pumphrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Stringer. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Let's bring it. Switch it.
61, matchbox right.
Big air.
On Steve Griffin.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo. 80 weapon.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Showing up.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Stringer. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's
caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Stringer. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Go on, go on.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 36.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Stringer. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check 31, check 31. Kill, kill, kill.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
On the ready. Look, squeeze.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. And some space here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Bills 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
3 down. Smooth.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Come on. Half. Let's see what you got. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. We ain't giving up.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hey, orbit.
Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, lock it. HE Gator. Here we go. Hey, Delta.
Here we go. Check safety. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Throwing on 1st down. Stringer. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the ship.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
94 is the mark. Hey, I'm coming up. Pass 85, pass 85. Watch twist.
On play action, Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Allen. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Allen going to go on 4th down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Get it.
On 1st down, Stringer. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Echo. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't think you got it, son.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
65.
Yeah.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Turner, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. John Brown's got it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down again. Jerome Baker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Right there. 54, right there, right there. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hard.
You got nothing.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Can't do so.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard.
Yeah, baby.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check.
At the 31-yard
Check
line.
out.
Topper.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stringer. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Stringer. It's complete to Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Bills 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, and he finds Tyler Kroft. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
30 base.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, Alpha.
28-yard line.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Do the night-night. Do the night-night. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Stringer under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eli Harrell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Bravo.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Bring it.
Rock it.
Check 43. He's coming. We got double up.
To throw on 3rd down. Stringer. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And here's Allen on 3rd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Allen now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Allen to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Look at me. Go, go, go.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
brings up second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Stringer. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
94, smooth. You can't block me. You can't block me. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. I'm going to lose one. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Watch the slant. We got
Allen throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Check 15.
Gone.
Switch.
Squeeze.
Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Fresno. Hey, 1, 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, orbit.
Ready?
2nd and 15. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this one.
Quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Alert, alert. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 94 is the mic, 94 is the mic. Let's go, dude.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check tight. 94 is the mic, 94.
Hey, Delta.
You run. 94 is the mic, 94 is the mic. Stop. 94 is the mic, 94 is the mic. You're trash. 94 is the mic.
On 4th down, Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Right there, 54 mic. I'm scared. Watch out.
Fair.
Joker.
You're out.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On 1st and 10, Stringer. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Echo.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. They're not ready for this.
Now.
Throwing again. Stringer. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.